Today we're going to be talking about the custom apparel and clothing brand NOVUS. In about an hour, I'm going to be meeting up with the lead designer and owner of this clothing brand. NOVUS and I recently collaborated to give their whole online presence a new, fresh look. During these past few months of working together, we have done 2 separate photo shoots, 2 promotional videos, and kind of just an overall rebranding of their product photography, showcasing all of their apparel for their online catalog, website, and social medias. Now you may be wondering how a small creator like myself am able to work with a brand like them. Well, it's kind of actually a cool story, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Basically, if you don't know a little bit about me, I do creative design and branding geared towards working with musicians, and love working with any businesses, brands, or companies that want to further their outreach. I do a lot over on my Instagram, which is where most of my following is, but I've always had a love for filmmaking. I've tried doing YouTube in the past, it just never has, well, but basically what I want to start doing is bring you guys along on my journey with the amazing people I get to work with. And this is where it starts. So here's what happened. A friend of mine was going through their closet getting rid of some clothes, didn't want to throw any away, so was wondering if I wanted to take a look and see if there's anything that I wanted. Went through a couple of bins and then he pulled out this red sweatshirt that said NOVUS. It looked kind of cool, so I said, sure, I'll take it. I brought the sweatshirt home and put it on and thought, wow, this is actually a really comfortable sweatshirt. So I hopped onto my computer to see who they were or if they even were still making clothes. I found their website and their photos and thought, I wonder if I could do anything to help these guys out. So I reached out to them and told them my story and how I came across their company and what I do as a creator. Within a few days, the owner of NOVUS, a guy named Garrett, responded to me saying,
your creativity really shows in your work and I'd love to work together.
So I said, let's do it. That week we scheduled a meeting and it went great. That day I took home a bunch of their products to start doing the photography. About a week after that we met up and did our first model photo shoot. And then shortly after that we scheduled a second photo shoot specifically for a banner that they wanted. They came to me with the idea that they wanted a 10x10 banner for this big conference that they're going to in the beginning of January. It was a bit of a challenge and we ended up wandering the downtown streets of Boston Spa for hours trying to find the right location. But by the sounds of it, it ended up turning out awesome. It's been an amazing time working with these people and getting to know them. Not only doing business, but also building friendships. And I'm looking forward to everything that is to come in the future with working with these guys. Hey guys, what's up? I'm meeting Garrett at a coffee shop down the road at 4. It is, what time is it right now? It is 3:30 right now, so yeah, about in a half an hour. Basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit down and kind of have like an interview podcast kind of style of video. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Here's why. So Garrett is flying out on a trip tomorrow, but wanted to connect and film this video before he left. So it was all kind of thrown together last minute and everything. So I contacted the coffee shop yesterday to see if we had permission to film there. They said they had to talk to the manager and probably couldn't get back to me in time. So at the moment we don't have any permits or permission to be filming there, but hopefully everything will work out good. I wanted to get to talk to Garrett and bring you guys along and just ask him what it's like to be able to chase his passion, to be able to do what he loves and to run his own business and make a living off of it. And that's the whole basis of this episode. Is just to chase your passion and to not be afraid to do what you love. And I thought there's no better person to talk to than someone who's already doing that themselves. The coffee shop did not end up working out, but we found a place called Henry's Tavern that let us film. And that's where we're going now.
That's awesome. There it is. That's great, thank you. Well, this is awesome.
Things good?
Good.
Hey guys, this is Garrett from NOVUS Clothing. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Wait, can you say NOVUS?
Yeah, it is NOVUS.
Yeah.
I've always wanted that.
Yeah.
NOVUS or NOVUS.
Yeah.
So this is NOVUS, Garrett from NOVUS Clothing.
Yeah. Thanks for
So is
having
that the Latin way of saying is novice, right?
So actually, the Latin root is novus.
Okay.
So, but we always, we just wanted to have our own little spin on it. So we started pronouncing it NOVUS, and it's Latin for fresh. Now we've grown it into a business, but yeah, the name is just basically a bunch of kids that were hanging out in college and saying that's fresh.
Cool. So I know we've talked about it before, but like, what was the beginning of NOVUS clothing? Like,
Yeah. So I mean, really, the company just started with our buddy Scott Klimchek. My brother Nick and I were playing baseball in New Jersey, and we were subleasing from this lacrosse player from Rutgers University while we were playing ball down there, and we became good friends with Scott over that summer. And he had this idea of making tank tops and crew necks, and we thought it was really cool. My brother Nick and I did, and we said, we could bring this up to the University of Maine, where we were going to school, and sell some tanks and crew necks. And at that point, it was just like, wow, we think this is cool. Just have some fun on the side. So Scotty was at Rutgers, and we were selling, just your basic Gildan tank top and crew neck with our logo was a crown. So basically our first product had a big crown with the word NOVUS on it, just to get our brand out there. And we sold to our teammates and our close friends, and those were the people that from the beginning helped our company really catch with others. So then, we've expanded over the years. It was basically our business just looked at like, selling to our direct friends and family, and then reinvesting our profits once we sold out, and just continuing to do that, reinvesting, upcharging a little bit to make some money. And now we're 7 years later, and we've grown into a custom apparel business. We've had some cool opportunities and partnerships come throughout the years, but it's a dream come true, just living out a passion.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, you said you're really finding your passion. That was one thing I noticed when I began working with you guys, was on your Instagram, I think it was, I remember seeing something that said, it's like, if you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's totally what I definitely believe in, and I thought that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, totally. Basically, I've always loved to draw and design.
Okay. Yeah.
And so that's like, ever since I was a young kid, I was drawing pictures. Just carrying that forward, it's gone from trying to make cool designs to trying to make cool products. And, and it's been great because I came from an athletic background with baseball, and that was always a passion of mine. And now, with the apparel and design being a passion, I've found that with NOVUS, I've been able to live out both of those passions by getting to design cool products and work with sports teams and organizations that are selling baseball uniforms or apparel or basketball teams. So I'm a big advocate for pursuing what you love and doing it to the best of your ability, because I think that's what this life's too short to not do that.
Definitely.
So I just thought one of the coolest things about doing business throughout the years is just the people that you get connected with, and just how God can place certain people in your life at certain times, when you need it the most. And it's been cool to connect with some old friends or old coaches and start to do business with them and for them.
That's cool.
But just like between us two and how we met.
Because it was funny for me, with the sweatshirt, and like randomly giving it and sending out an email and being like, hey, this is what I do. Do you want to work together? And then you're just like, yeah, totally, let's do it.
I know, yeah. So, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, when you reached out about doing photography and video work, we were looking for someone to really revamp just our whole brand image with our Instagram, and we had just brought on my cousin Becca to take over our marketing. So we were planning on trying to get a photo shoot so she could have some content.
Yeah.
And you reached out, and so it just seemed like, wow, like somebody just reached out who was a photographer.
Yeah.
But the even cooler part about it was that it wasn't. I mean, it was random in a way, but you had one of our products.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, I've always like, my goal has been to design, you know, appealing products and look, but also a comfortable product. And I think, you know, in your email, that was like the first thing that you said. And then, you know, we have our mission behind our clothes. Which is where the crown comes in. I don't think I explained that before.
Yeah, you go ahead,
Yeah, so our crown logo, which it's actually right here. It's after the verse James 1:12 about persevering in trial and receiving the crown of life that God promises to those who love Him. This is a verse that my brother and I had in a poster hanging on our wall as kids, but it's just something that's always helped us just live that uncommon life and just live out our passion and be convicted in what we believe in.
You're saying there, I remember like I got this question like, oh, that's cool, you know, crew neck, like NOVUS novel, like, what is it? Like, I don't know what it was, and then I put it on, I'm like, wow, this is actually like really comfortable. I remember it was just kind of scrolling through and seeing stuff, and one of the things I noticed was that verse and the fact that you guys were Christians too, and I thought that was kind of really cool to see.
You know, it's really cool to, you know, be able to work together, you know, not just through, you know, what we're passionate about, but for a greater purpose, obviously, at the end of the day. And it's just been a blast. Like, I think these are the most fun opportunities that life presents you when they're unexpected.
Totally.
You know, we wouldn't have met if it wasn't for a sweatshirt.
Yeah, exactly,
You know, and what we've been able to do together has been great. And I guess, you know, to just speak into where our business is at now, you know, we probably took those photos a couple months ago now. So it's been like some time, but we've had the chance to market them, and you know, we've built a catalog with these photos, even a video, and it's just really helped our brand image and letting people know that we're out here and exposing a lot of the products that we're actually making. Because I mean, before we had these legit pictures, people just weren't really aware of what we were capable of doing. So I mean, you've helped our company so much just come to understand the value of photography and good video work, and it's really opened my eyes to this side of business. So
cool. That's awesome. What do you think the most fun experience that we've had on shoot that we've working together so far?
I think you know, we've pretty much walked the entire downtown of Boston spot. Just looking for good spots to get some good shots, and you know, thankfully you have the eye for it. So but I think the most fun is just getting to create together. You know, just do. I like, even for me, just watching you, how you film. You know, like when you're filming the video and getting the cool angles and twisting the camera over ways, or grabbing a tree branch and sticking it in front of the lens, and just to get like cool lighting or whatever it is, because the photos that we're getting now are sick.
Thank you.
They're awesome, and you know, that's just, you know, credit to your creativity, your creative mind. You know, it's very unique, and that's what we love. I mean, that's definitely been fun. I think you've been up on like a fence at a weird angle, just trying to you know, get a good shot of me wearing a baseball hat and one of our jerseys. You made a 10-foot banner for us.
How did that turn out?
Maybe is that the largest to date?
Actually, that is the largest banner I've ever made. So
it came out great. Cool. So we set it up in our kitchen to see what it looked like. And my parents were like, what is going on. But it looks awesome. We have a big conference that we're gonna be having a booth at. That'll be huge for business.
Yeah, totally. What is the scaling like? If you stand next to the banner, is it like as tall as you?
It's pretty close, which is weird to see. I've never really seen myself like life size.
Yeah.
So I might be more like 5'9" on the image.
Okay.
But
how tall are you actually?
I'm 6'3".
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's something else.
Yeah. So somehow I lost the footage to this section. I don't know. Whatever. But basically what happened is I asked the question, at what point did he realize in his journey that this was something that he could actually make his life? Was it something that he just kind of had sailing along his side while he did a job somewhere else? Or was it something that he jumped into the boat full force and just hoped it worked?
Yeah, I mean, I think the realization that this could be something that I want to pursue came senior year, but it just wasn't ready. Like the company was not. If I was to dive straight in, I probably would have tanked. But so what I did is, God presented me with an opportunity to serve as a college campus missionary at Seton Hall, and how can I continue to grow the business while doing something that I love and being a missionary? And so basically surrendering the NOVUS, saying I'm going to put this on the back burner and kind of give God all my abilities to serve on campus. From those 2 years, I built relationships, networked with people, and continued to build NOVUS on the side. And it just steadily, we've always been growing. Moved back home and took on NOVUS full time. And that was my first real leap of faith with it, and it being my my income. And ever since that, it's been a blessing, really. I'm just excited for the future because we've never really gone out and prospected business. But you were talking about trials and setbacks and stuff, like, to this day, like the journey is, it's rigorous. I mean, there's highs and there's lows. And you get the best of both worlds, but if you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're down to your core, you love, that's what gets you through. It's that's why I'm grateful every day. For the times that aren't so great, it's like I'm just grateful to have them.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So it's really important to keep a good perspective on the whole thing.
So what did you go to college for? What was that?
Yeah, I went to school for business management.
Okay. That's so small mind you.
And now I will eat Andy. That was a good question. So let me ask you, what does it feel like for you? You're 17 or 18? 17 years old, and you're at this point in your life where some of your friends are going to college, and you know what you're passionate about, which is, I would say, a lot of kids your age don't even really know. Haven't really thought about it. How do you deal with just like deviating from the norm and just go to college and do schooling?
So honestly, that's a question that honestly terrifies me, because I am so really, I think if you're working a job that you don't like, it's not even worth it. Obviously, there's probably going to be times in your life where you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to work somewhere you don't like. But I am such a strong believer in doing what you love that there's no way that I could even find myself falling that way. I'm just working a 9-to-5 job or just doing something like that. So it is kind of scary, because if this doesn't work out totally, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to ever give up that. I think what you said, some people don't even know what their passion is. It's deep down inside, everybody knows what they want to do. They're just, no matter what it might be, they're just too scared to put their first foot in. And that's really what I think everybody knows what they want to do.
Yeah.
Whether that's their passion or not, that's for them to decide. But what they want to do, I think everybody knows have a basic idea of what they want to do.
Right.
They're just too scared to take that first step, you know?
Yeah,
so,
I agree. I totally agree. It takes a lot to be able to just take that step out in faith.
It's one of those things where, like, it doesn't have to be, like, I'm not saying, you know, you go and just jump full on, because like you said, you know, if you would have done that, it probably would have crashed, you know?
Right.
It would have been horrible. But I think, you know, for me, like, how I started basically is, like, drawing. I love drawing, that's what it is. So I always, like, you know, didn't like to share my drawings with other people, didn't like that, until one day I was like, hey, maybe I should start posting these on Instagram. And it was actually, like, 1 year I did it, and did these drawings of Andrew McMahon songs. Whole other story. But I did that, and like it was getting like 10 likes, and like they're all my friends and family. Nothing ever happened. I was like, oh, Instagram wasn't working, and I quit, and I didn't even do it. And then it wasn't until beginning this past summer where I started back up again, and just kind of really started pouring everything into it. And rather than just posting random pictures, kind of more tell a story as my whole account. You know, try to build this brand, trying to tell you know, who I am.
Right.
At that point, I already had my website. It was kind of actually, you know, becoming a brand, not just some posting pictures, and I started to gain a little more traction, you know. And I think it's really just, it can be as simple as posting these drawings. Or something like that, you know. I was still in school, still doing school, but I was also posting these drawings. You know, it's like you don't have to just give it all, but make sure you're doing something to get you closer to where you want to get, you know? Right.
I agree. And the crazy thing, like even, you know, I'm 25 years old and you're 17, just the opportunities that have come through social media, that whole thing, and your ability with it, and like how to use it and promote yourself with it, is just light years ahead of me. and it's like, it's just cool to see like how you've really taken something that has been put out there as like,
I never saw it really social media as, you know, social media post selfies, that kind of thing. It was always a tool for me, you know. That's what I always wanted to use it for.
It's a good life point when you use things for, you know, what they really should be used for. And their true purpose. You can do great things with them. That's why it's been great to work together and get photos to help our Instagram presence. And, you know. I guess if I was to give one piece of advice, it would be to pursue what you're passionate about, but do it with an understanding that there's going to be a lot of tough times, and never cease to give to the ones that you love, and to make people feel valued that work with you, because without the people around you and without really appreciating what they're doing for you, you won't get anywhere. I don't think any of these things can be done alone, or maybe just not as easily alone. There's always,
if you think about it, just the simple of it, like if you don't have people that care about your business to buy your stuff, well, it's obviously not gonna work, you know. So like, it's as simple as that, you know.
It's just like a simple concept, like the people that are around you in your daily interactions that you're doing business with, like, value them. You know, they are everything. Definitely cling to your support group, and don't shy away from, you know, showing your appreciation to people that help you out.
If you're saying, like, you know, of realizing that it's not going to be easy all the time. That you familiar with Casey Neistat at all? Big YouTuber, one of in the creative world, very well known for what he does.
Right.
One of the people that really started like daily vlogging on YouTube. He's one that really made vlogging on YouTube a thing. But he has his kind of his one piece of advice that he gives everybody is be brave and work hard, and you are guaranteed success. And I actually remember I had a conversation with Mikey on this back a while ago.
Yeah.
I was just like, that idea of like, if you work hard, be brave and work hard and you're guaranteed success, like, that seems like a really strong, like, you were guaranteed. Like, how is that guaranteed? But after, thinking about that a little more, it really is true. Because if you are really willing to take those steps, because I think there's, especially like my following, it's interesting, like on my following on Instagram and stuff like that, so many of them are other graphic designers, other people that do what I do, And it's like, out of all of these other people's, why do I think that I'm going to make it too?
Yeah.
And it's just that idea of be brave and work hard. I think there is a bit of peace that if you are willing to go to no end to chase your dreams, then I think it really is.
Totally. Yeah. A quote that I love is hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
And I used to apply that in an athletic realm, but I think it applies to life. There's a lot of people out there that have amazing skill sets, but there's a lot of people that don't apply themselves.
Exactly.
And
if you think about just even simple like on Instagram, you can go find like hundreds of amazing photographers, amazing artists, amazing singers, but they only have followings of like 1,000 people or like a couple hundred because they're not willing to take that step. They're not willing to work hard. They have amazing talent, they're just not willing to put themselves out there.
Right. That's another thing. I mean, I just think, anyone that's watching this, just to really, set some goals. These are like, your guidelines of chasing dreams. Like, to achieve the dream, you gotta set goals. And I think that those are the stepping stones to get there. And, great things, I mean, unexplainable, amazing things are possible. When you pursue something with your whole heart. And work really hard.
When I first got started and was like, I remember the first time someone asked me if I sold prints of my drawings and stuff, or if I sold originals of them, and I was like, just that idea of like somebody actually wanting to buy them. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I'm like, yeah, of course I do, sure, And they wanted an original one, a hand-drawn one that I did, so I drew one out for them, and they asked the price, and I remember like in my mind I was like, yeah, like sure, like I'll sell it for like $20, something like that, and they're like, no, I'll pay more for that. Like, how about like 60? How does that sound? I'm like, yeah, like the fact that they were nice enough to like literally say no, I want to pay more for that. Like, that was really like eye-opening for me that people are willing to pay for art like that. And it was, I remember Mikey was saying, like that idea of like not selling yourself out, because if you do what you love, you're willing to do it for free almost, but it's like that doesn't work in life. You have to make money off of stuff too. So it's kind of that weird battle of like, if you really are passionate and love what you do, then you just do that. But you also have to have that side of realism and business, everything like that. That's very, very important.
No, I think that's like another huge life point. I think Rocky Balboa said, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth.
I think it's attractive in general for people to see other people that are convicted in what they're doing and confident in their abilities. There's no shame in saying, this is my value, this is my worth. And so that's a huge part of business.
Definitely.
That's good.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for coming out with this. I think this will be cool.
I'm excited for the future and plenty more collaborations together.
Totally.
I think we're gonna do big things. So keep an eye out. Stay tuned. And
absolutely.
Thank you again for having me here. I appreciate everything.
Definitely.
Looking forward to the future together.
Definitely. Thank you guys for watching.
Take care.
Just want to say thank you to Garrett for coming out and doing this video with me, and everyone over at Novus for making this happen. And also just a special thank you to Henry's Tavern for letting us film at your location. for anybody who's actually still watching this, you guys are the true fans, so thank you very much. I'm hoping to get some more films out in the year of 2019, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I'm gonna move the camera a little closer.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works up here.
Oh, that's nice. That's solid.
There.
That looks nice in there.
Cool.
Should I just simplify everything I said?
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah.